let's discuss about volume of cube and prism. Right? So we have here, what does the volume mean? The volume of a three-dimensional object is the amount of space it occupies. This space is measured in cubic units. So if we're solving for surface area, our unit is square units. Now your unit would be cubic. So the exponent would be 3. As with the areas of plane figures, we have formula for calculating the volume of common solids. In this chapter or in this moment, we are going to consider the formula for prism. A prism is a solid with a uniform cross-section that is a polygon. So when I say cross-section, it is this area or the part or the face wherein if we cut that, we would be getting the same figure. Okay? The same figure. So like here, if we cut it in this cross-section, we will be getting, therefore, same object. Alright, so if we take any slice of a prism parallel to its end, then the exposed surface will be exactly the same shape and size as the end. Okay, see that? This one? Alright, so let's go and start solving. Let's start with cube. Cube is the easiest type of solid to find the volume and also the surface area. If the surface area of volume is 6s squared, the volume would be side times side times side. We're just going to multiply the side 3 times itself, or it can be written as s cubed. So let's start solving now. What if we have here this first example? Alright, so we need to find the volume if the length of one side is 3 centimeters. So very easy. Volume is equal to s cubed, or s times s times s. So you have 3 cubed, which can also be written as 3 times 3 times 3. Right? This is not 3 times 3 only, but 3 times 3 times 3. Multiply it by itself 3 times. So multiply first 3 times 3. This would make 9 times 3. And this is 27. And then you have to be careful with your unit. It's centimeters. And it's cubic. Okay, the exponent is 3. Let's go to the second example. Find the volume of a cube if the length of one side is 3 over 2 centimeters. So it will just be volume is equal to, even if it's a fraction or decimal, the same concept lies. Okay, just raise it by 3 and then multiply that certain number by itself 3 times. Okay, so 3 over 2 times 3 over 2 times 3 over 2. Then, multiplying fractions, multiply just the numerators and multiply the denominators. So we have 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. And then 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Right? So the answer would be 27 over 8, or you can also express this as a fraction, as a mixed number. Right? So cubic centimeters. Right? So that's the answer. Let's go. So this is for volume of a cube. If you have any question with this, make sure to ask. Okay, let's go and solve for rectangular prism. A rectangular prism is a special type of a prism. It has its own formula. Okay, and it's easy actually. So for rectangular prism, we just have to multiply. This is the formula. Volume is equal to length times width times height. Alright, so therefore we have here an example. Multiply 8.5 times 6 times 6 times 4. And you'll get 204 cubic centimeters. So what if we have this given here? So volume is equal to 4. Multiply length times width times height times 5 times 3. Height is that one. This is the length, width, and height. So we multiply that. 4 times 5 first. 4 times 5 is actually 20. Times 3. Copy the one that you did not solve yet. And then 20 times 3 is 60. Don't forget the unit. It will be cubic millimeters. Right? Let's have the last one. Okay, the last formula covers all types of prism or any uniform cross section. So even cylinder is covered with this formula. The formula is area of the end times the length. or area of the base times the length. Alright? So we have two types of example here. Right? So let's start with this one. The first example is easy because we already have our end. Okay? So as you can see, the end is quadrilateral. Okay, it has 4 sides. So what you need to do, you don't need to solve for any area anymore because it's already here. So volume is equal to area of the end times your length. Therefore, the area of the end is 6 times your length. Okay? Length. So, or length or height, it's the same thing. So, times 6. Okay? Therefore, you have 36. Don't forget the unit for volume. It's cubic. So, it's 3. So, this is our answer. Last example here. As you can see, we have a triangular prism. Okay? For us to find for us to solve the volume here, you also have to solve first for the area of the end. Okay? So, to find the area of the end, you check your end or your base. Your base is actually a triangle, and the formula for the area of a triangle, so you need to remember all the formulas for the different shapes, is actually base times height divided by 2. So you have to solve for the area of the end, so it will just be base here, it's 8, times the height, so it's already labeled 8 times 5, divided by 2. So 8 times 5 is 40, divided by 2. Okay, 40 divided by 2 is equal to 20. Right, so the area of the end is 20 cm squared. So let's solve further. We will now use the formula for the volume. So the volume here is, volume is equal to our area of the end, which is 20 times the length. It is here, length. It's 12. Okay, so what is 20 times 12? So we have 12 times 20. This is a side solution. Therefore, it's 240. And then, don't forget the unit, cubic centimeters. That's all for volume.